Do believe we are live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you eternally for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today we'll talk about selfishly hoping for others to succeed. I know that seems counterintuitive, but that's what we're going to be diving into. But before we do, I'm going to open the space by playing some kalimba, kind of setting the scene for us, if we will, giving all of our friends enough time to join us, and then we can get into the thick of it, to the juiciness. I am also that type of selfish. Yes, exactly. And like, just to preface before I get really deep into it, this selfishness that I'm talking about is selfishness from a perspective of wanting to feel lighter as the self. Where if your friends, the ones you love, the ones you want to help, are so successful that they don't need your help anymore, that makes your life easier. Hope for others to succeed. I'm the usual kind of selfish. Hope for others to succeed. Shoaib, I know you got this energy in you too. Maxine is here too. Yeah, sending your lovin's. Okay. Kalimbaing. Start at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's go. Skadoosh! Kalimba's done. I haven't opened the comments on stream just yet. I'm scrolling through my most recent apps and it doesn't know what I'm talking about. There we go. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me, for finding yourself in this space. Look at them daggers, dagging and stuff. So much love already. Maxine, love to you, dear friend. Javiv, of course, Shannon, Natalie. Zanos here too. Candace already. Shell as well. Hey, brother Ryan as well. So much love in chat. Thank you, dear friends, for finding yourself here. Let me see. Oh, I didn't know Melty was playing this tune the whole time. I thought he was using his phone to play. That was me. Me with my little meat sticks thinking on a thing. I guess. You know what? I'm gonna keep both microphones active because apparently it adds depth. It adds depth to my voice. I'm gonna see if I can get it to live on here somewhere. There we go. Sick of. See if this frame is the way it's supposed to be. Are we good? I hope so. The wind kind of started picking up as I was playing. I was scared it was gonna make my things fall over. I feel like that doesn't really help. A part of me is happy that this old phone's life, but a part of me realizes why I needed a new one, using it as a light stand as well. It's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not stable. Doggo's doing a sentry while Mel plays the kalimba. It's so loving, right? I was like tripping out playing with the experience that the doggos were giving me as I was doing it. Hey, Kristen is here too. It's nice having you, you melty friend. Love to you. Machi is falling asleep to this. I'm seeing the heavy eyes. My heart. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. I'm adoring this. The kalimba melodies remind me of a gamelan Beguligan. Come on. I don't know what those words mean, Shell. Game Galan. Bengulian. Sounds like some black magic fuck. I like how Melty has real time homeward bound scene going on behind him. Today's stream topic is about selfishly hoping for our friends to succeed. And if you friends have been anything, you've been that in right. And I know the word I'm doing it on purpose, right? The word selfish is something that's so loaded. Like we have so many negative interpretations of the word selfish that it's almost impossible for us to consider today's stream topic in the way that I'm trying to present it. But I'm gonna try. Really try and like get it through to us where all of us, you know, and I'm talking about us as a community, right? Hoping for one another to succeed. From the perspective of, at least in my life, I would like to become successful so that I can help people, right? So that I can have the finances to actually make sure my friends and family are supported without having to worry about supporting myself, right? That's like a big fractal, let's call it, that I have to live through every day. Like, oh, how can I ensure that I have enough capital so I can help the ones that I love? How can I make sure? No. And from that perspective, selfishly, from my selfish perspective, wanting for you to succeed, right? My friends and my family succeeding to the point where they don't need my help, right? Not because I don't want to help them, but because I want you to be so successful that I don't need to. That it's not necessary, that I can unburden myself from that need to want to support the world because the world is already supported. And we find ourselves in a time, I added I wrote love with valor, Shan. We find ourselves in a time where we are expected to survive. And it's not easy, the conditions that they set up for us to try to survive in. So I feel like it's not inappropriate for us to be feeling that way, to want to help one another. We are trying to, but it is unfortunate that that's what's expected of us. You know, oh, I was writing about it in my journal today. How I was like, everything is already available, right? Everything. is already available because it's everything and it's available there for us to use it. And now we just have to reach the collective unanimous understanding that, yeah, how about everybody has access to everything? How about that? Right? Sure, there's going to be discomfort. Sure, we're going to have to figure out scheduling. It's true. But we can do that. We can so do that. It's not impossible. I have one more rolling paper left. One more intention. Last joint. Last joint. This is the last joint I'm going to smoke for a while. I can feel it. It has to be an important one. I'm not going to smoke it to be selfish. No. I'm going to smoke it for uplift. That's the word I'm thinking about. Uplift. How can we uplift? What can we do to uplift? Other than just support one another, right? Offer our hand for someone to step up on. How about energy? Y'all, I just spilled the tea on the floor. Stabilize your journals. Store them so they don't slide. TEDx complete. Stabilize your journals. Weirdly enough, it's crazy you say that. I took like 2 days off, not journaling. And that's what I started with. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why. You know, and I wrote down in that journal entry as well, like I know journaling is good for me. Right. And sometimes I get so tired that I stop doing the things that are good for me first. How about that? Making me more tired, making me feel even less worthy of doing the things that make me not feel tired. Right? Don't do that to yourself, dear friends. You are worthy of the everything you give others as well. We'll do abundance. We'll do masculine. We'll do feminine. We'll do light, darkness into light, and we'll do the gift. Yeah. Here we go. For runes as well. I have valor in the diffuser right now. Of course you do. I was like looking over. I was like, what am I supposed to use right now? 6 I have, and valor is the one that's cramping me the most. So you're just saying, oh, damp. Stabilize. On the floor. She's on the floor. Maybe, I don't know. Nah, Joy, the journal leviated the tea off the table. Levitated. Come ups, the tea off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball is rolled out the door. My brain is getting melted right now. What the fuck's happening? I'm just imagining seeing, you know, like Shell's journal with so much intensity, so much energy, sheer psychicness, and the journal on the table, and she puts her tea down, and the journal's energy, just with the waves it's putting out, just like lifts the tea off of the freaking table onto the floor. I literally have my journal right in front of me right now. Yes, keep journaling. Hey, Duck Dad is here too. Sending lovin's, dude. How are you feeling, bro? How's the situation with the city? Is there any development? Do you know anything yet? It's been on my mind though. Did you sell all your plants? All of your forbidden plants? You know, like that should be. I'm sure there's people that's like, yeah, let's buy some forbidden plants. They'll buy the forbidden plants just for the fact that it's forbidden. It's like, wait a second. The government has a problem with you selling these exact plants. I want them now. It's extra special that way. Today we're talking about selfishly hoping for others to succeed, Duck Dad. You know, and there is a part of me that selfishly wants you to succeed. I want you to be powerful. I want you to feel a sense of stability in this fractal you've created for yourself. Not needing to worry, right? Not needing to think about what the city is going to do. Feeling like you're so powerful that you're completely in a position to actually transcend these obstacles. Meld, I will DM you the song I referenced on top of spaghetti. Yeah, Shell, referencing songs I don't know usually is gonna leave me lost. Like I can promise you that for all of eternity. I feel lost just being a human being most days. So being a human being on top of trying to facilitate another person's human beingness, it can be difficult sometimes. Yesterday's sales were good, but traffic at the event was slow. still made a decent day. And now I'm getting ready to do a kids gardening event hosted by the city that wants to shut down. Of course it does, dude. Of course. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to come and teach kids how to grow plants. And they're like, yeah, the kids are growing plants. It's so wonderful. And then meanwhile, a kid, our brother Duck Dad, right? All of us are kids at heart, technically, is growing plants. And they're like, nah, oh, are you earning money right now? How dare you grow plants and earn money? Right? And then at the same time, they expect us to keep surviving. Like, how about we abolish money and then we still encourage one another to grow plants? How about that? We can we can do one without the other. We're still gonna have to grow plants, no matter what happens. Forbidden tomatoes, selling peppers on the low. Kalimba arrives tomorrow. There we go. Kalimba that he bought for his little daughter. Joy Vive. Oh no, I forced myself in this event. Not sure they want me there, which is why I wasn't invited, I'm guessing. Thank you for asking and caring. Thank you, dude, for being willing to share. Smart, Ducky, all right? So much love. Let's roll this thing up. The last joint. Right, yesterday we talked about new me. Yesterday's poem came out pretty fire in my mind as well. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing myself into the late hours of the night where I'm like in that delirious, am I conscious, am I not conscious state before I go to sleep. And then I write poetry. And sometimes it's very miss, sometimes it's hit. Yesterday's poem came out like this. Let me find it. Let me show you the flower that went with it. And that's what it looked like. That's the flower. And then it went, brand new person. Every moment of every day. Dying and reborn, your past left behind, your future something you step into. Not quite making it, you only reach the moment. A moment loaded with the potential for change, a choice you make to recreate, renew, and remember who you already are. I know who I am, and yet I have to remember, right? I have to recreate, I have to renew that version of myself actively over and over again. It's paradoxical, and yet that's literally the state of being we're in right now, all right? Actively re-emerging, old version of you dying, doggos having the time of their lives, distracting me. This is what we wanted, right? This is exactly what we wanted. Is that Mariah? So nice seeing you, dear friend. Sending you lovins. How are you doing today? How are the boys? I haven't asked in a while, actually. Doug, I'll be curious to know how many MLM moms and soap ladies are also getting this kind of treatment for running a business out of their home address. I would be surprised if it's a lot. Multi-level marketing moms. And then I would also not be surprised if it's none, right? Just like Duck Dad getting the flack right now, while these other people are getting to be free in their own. I'm happy you had a decent day yesterday, Duck. I love that you're hosting a gardening event for kids. That's so awesome, right? Mel, I sent you a message. I didn't want to out too much effort into today's handout, so I had GPT do it. Shit's great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I'll go and check out the message soon, Brother Bear. I've like all of my devices have been on do not disturb mode. I watched a video where it was like showing through empirical evidence the amount of brain damage we induce when we get notifications, right? Like just if you get notifications on your phone, even if you don't touch your phone, just getting that notification on a neurological level spikes your amount of cortisol, the amount of stress you experience, right? Even if it's like, for a fact that someone just sent you a message of how much they love you, it creates a sense of stress in your being. So instead of like allowing myself to be stressed with my notifications, I find them as I'm supposed to, right? From a place of no stress, or low stress at least. Making sense? It came so late, I thought you forgot yesterday's flower. Yeah, it was late, right? Like I've been pushing it, as I'm saying, Joy, and I don't know why, right? Like there's a certain energy of escapism that I'm noticing. I'm like, why are you trying to escape this? Oh, Make art, write poetry. This is what you're supposed to do. Why are you running? Where are you running from? Why are you running? Oh, thank you, Joy, for noticing, right? For anticipating. I hope it doesn't cause a sense of stress. So much love to you. Sam, out of sight, out of mind, I guess. I'm sure people are giving handy J's out of the home too. Yeah, there's people earning cash right now. People are, oh goodness, this feels so dark to say shit like this, but people are getting fucked right now for money, right? That's actually happening somewhere in the world. Love is true. Fine, fine, love is true. Well, good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? It's such a beautiful morning. What a better place to share with you all. I'm sorry for being derogatory. As you were saying that, Mariah, I love you so much. Everything, all of the time, right? Everything, all of the time. Like there is literally infinity happening right in front of us right now. Who are we supposed to become? What are we supposed to become, if not everything? Okay, so yesterday, forgot yesterday's flower. No, never. Mariah, so much love, people. Those people are called private contractors, I think. Are they seriously? I mean, I believe it's illegal for people to, like, I think prostitution is still illegal, but pornography isn't, and it's basically prostitution of extra steps. Like, I believe Family Guy did a bit of, the police breaking into a room and being like, what, are you paying a prostitute for sex right now? And he's like, no, sir, look, I'm filming it. And they're like, okay, good. Law-abiding citizens. It's so stupid. What the heck is wrong with humanity right now? No, it's going up. I can't see the king of Marvin, the Martian. He was my favorite Looney. Yes, maybe that's exactly where she's connected to it as well. No worries, man. I just know you gotta love ChatGPT and AI. I do believe that these things are really useful and handy tools that can serve as an extension of us. And the same thing your cell phone does, right? Like, yes, you can use your cell phone to generate hate speech. Yes, you can use your cell phone to hurt other people, but you can also use your cell phone to reach out to your mom and tell her you love her, tell her you miss her, tell her you think about her a lot, say sorry for not reaching out enough, tell her that you're thinking about her regardless. And every single time you do, you just are overwhelmed with gratitude and love, right? We can use our devices for so much. No worries, man. I have 6 different email addresses. I have to have my notifications on. I'm not saying turn your notifications off. I'm just sharing my fractal joy. I know it's hard in our current predicament, right? Especially if your devices are connected to your work as well, and things are time sensitive, and people are gonna reach out to you and want you to do things, and if you don't do so in a timely manner, you could lose your work. And it's kind of, I know, stress. I need to come up on a sail, dump these plants as soon as possible. We have a flash drought now, so that means 2 or more weeks of high temps and no rain. Plants are hard. Little babies, that you have to keep alive actively. Flesh for cash has been a stable and steady business model since God flipped the lights on. And as soon as we get rid of cash, we can get rid of that too. Yes. Oh, so much yes for that sentence. So much yes. And it's weird you say that. I believe in bonobos. We taught bonobos, hey, Heather, it's nice having you. We taught bonobos how to use money, right? We taught them that, yeah, we'll give you these coins, and then with these coins you can trade it and you can get, grapes, or you can get food if I give you these coins. And then they were like, oh, sick, and they trade coins and they get food. And literally, I think within the first week, there were female bonobos offering their bodies in order to earn more of these coins. Bonobos, right? Like, it's not a humanity thing. It's a coercion thing. Like, money is brain damage in my mind. Money is like the biggest form of mind control that we've ever induced onto the world. And it's this joke, because at the same time, it's like we've become convinced that money is freedom. Even me, I want more money so that I can have more freedom. I want the freedom to be able to go somewhere, but I don't have a car and I don't have the finances to keep financing fuel, because like traveling 200 kilometers will cost, well, no, yeah, 200 kilometers will cost me like $60. You know, that's like 10% of my entire salary per month just to learn. And there's a lot of country for me to try and see. And it's this control, you know, this blanket level of control where we don't allow ourselves to do things. We don't allow each other to do things if there's not a certain amount of money attached to it. Flash for cash has been a stable and steady business model since God flipped the switch on. And as soon as we get rid of the cash, we get rid of that too. For me, it's just the expectation, right? Like I heard, I can't even remember who it was who said this, but there is this whole subsect, not even, I shouldn't even call it a subsect, like a section of humanity that needs to absorb enraged sexual energy, you know, and those who have manifested money into their bank accounts get to use that money in order to facilitate that enraged sexual energy, you know. It's it allows for depravity in my mind. Fucking money. And yet we need it to survive right now. There has to be change. Oh goodness, I'm getting triggered. Uh Joy. Yeah. But then I pissed the city off again. I'm thinking more along the lines of priced packages to bulk 3 or 4 together. You'll figure out a way to do it, dude. I believe in you. You're doing, my friend. Is life chilling out a bit? I hope so. Casey, all of the lovins for you. My cult leader and friends told me to start selling sick body. That is an insane monkey tail. Yeah, how about that? How about that, Joy V? Isn't that kind of like surreal? And I do try and think of it from that perspective. Like we can learn so much about human behavior by studying our ancestors, you know, studying our primate ancestors and seeing the way they react to things. Fairness. Fairness. How about that? There's like another study that they did where they have 2 capuchin monkeys in cages and they can see each other in this cage. And then the task is they give them a pebble and then they have to give the pebble back on the other side of the cage. And if they do that, they get a reward. They get like a piece of food. And the one monkey, they like start the experiment and they give the pebble to the one monkey, give the pebble to the other monkey. First, left side monkey first, you know, and the left side monkey gets a piece of cucumber for giving him the pebble. And the monkey is happy. Munches the cucumber. It's like, sick, you know, I can do this. And then watches how the second monkey on the right side of him gets a grape for the same job. You know, also moving the pebble, gets a grape. Gets his pebble again, gives the pebble back, gets another piece of cucumber. Loses his shit. Throws, literally yeets the piece of cucumber back at the researcher. Next monkey gets a grape again. Loses his mind, starts like shaking the cage because of this unfairness that he's witnessing just next to him, right? And like we are in that cage as society right now, right? Collectively watching the unfairness, watching people do nothing and then getting all of the grapes, like all of the grapes, getting so much grape that they cannot eat all of it, getting so much grape that the grape is just standing there. You know, the grape needs to be turned into wine, lest it rots and gets desolate. And still, no, my grapes. I keep my grapes for myself. I'm gonna flash sale, rain, flash, no. Only 100%. Gonna be going full monkey packs. Only farms is going to be solid, but Doc keeps it up in the shed. So much love. You're saying because I have low center of gravity, tons of hair, and I grunt a lot. I'm a monkey. We're all technically monkeys. Technically, right? Like that, we're not that different to them. Holy shit. I take cold showers, as your friends know. And a few days ago, my hand got really cold. And I did yoga with my ring on. And it ended up pressing into my skin and making a line. And that has been days ago. And I'm just now noticing that it's still there. Something to be concerned about. Love you, finger. It's not hurting, at least. I guess it's okay. How to teach capuchin monkeys to be mimes when they run out of stuff to move. No, Duck, is there? You're up to monkey business. All of us technically are, right? To the aliens, they would see everything we're doing right now as monkey business. some reason, the Gorillaz is playing in my head right now. Uplift. Uplift your fellow monkey, your fellow human being. You know what I consider a person? I consider a person, or at least the energy of person, and this is something I was, told as well, technically. But a person is someone who can tell a story, right? That's what makes us people. It's our ability to tell stories about our experience, about our lives, about one another. And I would like to believe that, our animals also tell stories in their own way. I just wish I could understand what stories they told. I'm telling myself a story about this line on my finger right now, trying to understand what it means, right? Trying to understand what the cells are telling themselves, what story the cells are telling themselves to look that way. Monkey business is my business. Growing foods. Technically, I feel growing food is a little bit more of a people thing than a monkey thing, to be completely honest. I think I'm more monkeying right now. I dance and I move my body with yoga, and then I make sounds. It's like the equivalent of sitting in a tree and I'm monkey businessing right now. I think you're more in the people industry at this point, Brother Duck Dad. Tiptoeing into stream like I just don't want to wake up from falling asleep on the savannah this morning. Love you, Jovan. Thank you for joining us. Finding yourself in the moment here right now. Joe, damn. I have evolved. You're officially evolved, dude. I'm sorry. Can't monkey anymore, dude. You are too smart for it, though. Oh, I'm being called to read something worth saying. Let's say what there is to say. This one. I cannot do anything to you. I can only do it for you. What a trip. That one is always too personal, especially with today's stream topic, right? That's like another thing worth saying attached to today's stream topic of selfishly wanting for others to succeed. You want selfishly for others to be so capable that they can do the thing you want to do for them better than you can do it for them, right? I cannot do anything to you. I can only do it for you. So don't seek love. Prepare yourself for it by removing fear. The way is easy and without effort. The mind should serve the heart. Let love envelop your entire life, for consciousness is the gift of life. Are you willing to use your body to be the expression of love? See each person as a blossoming flower, growing and becoming more beautiful for all of the world to appreciate? Nothing outside of you has any effect on your soul. You are not a victim. What you decide to believe is reflected back to you. Energy dancing into energy. The cosmic giggles, the flow ceaselessly. How's the farm melt? Everyone well? Everything is pretty lacquer, actually. Doing really good. There's more water, even in winter, so the grass is greening up again. Birds seem to be chilling. Cats and doggos are healthy and happy. Dad is doing well. I feel like the relationship between me and him has improved. Same thing from me and my siblings, at least in part. I hope Mom is doing well as well. There's a lot to be grateful for. Thank you, Joy, for asking. How about on your side? How's your mom doing? I've evolved. How are you, lovely lady? So much love. Use your body as an expression of love. Isn't that what we've been talking about? In part, I guess, right? But you don't have to sex someone in order to express love to them, right? Again, coming back to what I mentioned a few days ago, or what I've been trying to kind of like establish in my own mind, is that love on some level is your presence in this moment, right? That you can use this body to give your presence, right? Like there is the energy of me unconscious sleeping, and then there's the energy of me paying attention to you, right? And there's like differences. There's more love and less love. You're not being unloving by sleeping, but you are being significantly more loving by paying attention to a person, right? You love yourself by sleeping, giving yourself that level of attention, if you will. But yeah, you can give love with your body just as presence, just giving someone, the time of day, speaking to them, even if there's no benefit to you, even if there's no lasting relationship, even if there's nothing for you to get out of it, right? There is value in just giving someone a moment of love, some attention, some presence, being able to endure a conversation that you're losing your mind over, right? To be like, this person has been talking and I've spaced out 3 individual times. And then like this 4th time that I'm back in the conversation again, I'm like, I'm like here for it again, right? That can be love. It doesn't feel like it. You feel like an asshole sometimes for spacing out listening to someone, but just actually giving your attention, trying to give your attention is an act of love. Lolo and Mojo joining us at the same time, dear friends. It's nice having you double O peoples. Did your brother no, no, hell no, Joy. He's never going to apologize. I told you that, like, there's no way. Like, I'll do triple backflips before he apologizes. You sure? Oh goodness. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. Like, it feels funny in this moment reading that message. No, like there's no apologies gonna come. But I have forgiven him, so I don't need any apologies, right? I don't need any apologies because forgiveness isn't you going out into the world and letting another person know how they've wronged you and how you're now forgiving them for how they've wronged you. No, that's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself. To be like, yeah, I could about this situation, or I can be like, you know what, I'm over it. I forgive you. Let's just get past it, right? There's no use in inside about something that, isn't helping you. It's not always easy. Not always easy letting go of stuff like that, especially when we have so much reason to. All right, but it is possible. Yeet, yeet. Thank you, Marvin, for getting rid of all of those things that don't serve you. Shan, Sam, Joy V, Lolo, Mojo, Dockaroo, and Mariah. Or Mariah. I'm good, Shell. I saw the Wizard of Oz play last night with my fam. I'm surrounded by lovin's. The Wizard of Oz play. Okay, this is so weird. I've been called to experience the fractal that they call Barry. It's a series about trying to get away from your past, from the version of self that you had to be and now are actively trying not to be, and you keep finding yourself in situations where you have to be the version of self that you've been. And it's a lot. It's a very in your face analogy for that type of energy. And there's a lot of playing, right? Theater happening in that experience. The fact that you went to see the Wizard of Oz. I'm imagining it's like theater, right? When you're saying play. That sounds so sick, Joy. Joe. Thank you for sharing that with us. Whole family, sister, mother, dad, or just like with a family member. This makes me happy. I wish we could do like we don't have stuff like that, unfortunately, in South Africa. At least not close. Calling Mel's brother so we can see a triple backflip. It's like, yes, I would have triple backflip sounds sick. Oh, dude, I don't know about the forgiveness stuff. Sounds kind of sus. Think about it, Joy. Really think about it, right? Like if it's like an experience of someone having wronged you with finances, right? Like someone stole a bunch of cash from you. That's like a harder one to forgive. And that has happened to me as well. I had an employer omit to pay, right? In my mind equals steal from me $10,000 for work I did in China, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep working. I'm gonna pay you anytime now. And I was like, okay. And I the only reason she could get away with that is because I was teaching kids. That's like the amount of evil in that person. She knew the person I am. She knew that I was teaching kids every day. And she was like, keep doing that. Oh, never mind that I'm not paying you. You keep, like, because she was paying for my apartment, right? She was doing that at least. I had a place to sleep and I could do that. I could sleep sometimes. And I had to come to this part of myself, Joy. I had to. I'd be like, you know what? I can continue being like, oh, fuck this woman. If I ever find her, like, and there's a part of me that's like, still, should I try and reach out to lawyers? And I'm like, bro, just forgive it. Oh, be like, you've learned this lesson. Let it go. You're not. She hasn't taken anything from me. I'm not at a loss. Sure, technically that money could be useful, right? But I'm not at a loss on a personal level, less I believe it to be so, right? Less I keep creating that experience of, right? And that is what you forgive. You forgive yourself of that experience. You'll be like, I don't want to carry it. 10K, you forgave her. I put on a con. You see, a part of me wants to do that. And yet I know that she is still facilitating teachers getting to students so that they can be taught English, even though she's probably stealing cash from them and she's making a lot of overhead in doing that. Kids are being connected with English teachers, and she is the middleman, and she's trying to like dig as much of the cash as she can while she does that. But yeah, there's a lot, right? And that's our world right now, pretty much. That analogy, actually. My mom is well. Wait a second, I think I missed a few. Brother may take advantage, then right, to spite Melt and make him learn to do triple backflips. Would be so cool though, right? If it like happens, it's like a 1-2. He's like, Melt, I was being an asshole. I apologize. And then suddenly I like upgrade and I have the ability to do triple backflips. Like my mind goes, there's like two different analogies or fractals of like, one is a triple backflip where I go into the air and then I spin 3 times and then I land on my feet. That would be pretty impressive, right? Like, how the hell did he do that? How's he defying gravity like that? Second is triple backflip where I go up, tut, and like maybe I could go down again, right? So like an arc. And then there's a triple backflip where I go like that, where it's landing like 5 meters back. I would like, for the brain melt effect, being able to do a triple backflip on the spot and then land on my feet with excitement. That would be like the ultimate flex. It's like, I'm so excited right now. Takes a step back, does a triple backflip on the spot, lands on his feet, steps back into the conversation. It's like, what the hell was that? What the hell did you just do? Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Doug Ted. I don't know if it's because oh, that was Shell. That was Shell. Sorry, Shell. Oh, I played that wonderful, Joe. No place like home, of course. My mom as well. Thanks for asking. She's traveling in the south right now to my great aunt's 90th birthday. Imagine there's a person on Earth becoming a 90 years old. That breaks my brain. That actually, it like mangles. It's like it's like, so the analogy that I would like to come up with, or that I would like to share, is having a spanner in a gearbox, right? Like things are like, and then suddenly the fact that there are entities 70 years older than me are living, celebrating their birthday. And there's a lot of us. Oh, there's hundreds of millions of people. I wonder actually, hey Google, how many people are older than 90 years old? It word for word, how many people are older than 90 years old? Like it has it written out, and then Google is like, sorry, I didn't understand. Fucking liar. Liar. Doesn't matter, I guess. That's how I'm gonna interpret. I don't understand. It's like, why are you doing this? Maybe that's what it's supposed. Why are you why are you asking me this right now? I don't understand either, Google. Fine. Fair enough. Shell say Heather saying to Shell, okay, were you speaking of forgiveness in another stream? I'm a serial forgiver. I can't hold a grudge if I tried. Yeah, it's. I feel like it's wise, Heather. Seriously, not holding grudges is a pretty wise thing of you to do. You cause unnecessary stress to yourself inevitably. I want everyone to succeed. Yes, talking about friends I want to see succeed. Cable is here joining us. It's nice having you here, bro. The sun is a fire on my laser, but I'm not staring directly into it. And I have a pimple. So I'm like, yeah, get red lighted pimple. Just imagining all of these wavelengths shooting through my face right now. Yeah, get wrecked. I'm sorry. That's what my mind goes through sometimes. I have to take you friends with me. To the community theater with mom, brother, and the nephews. One of my friends played the Tin Man, Barry, with Bill Hader. Yes, my sister keeps suggesting that show to me. I think you'd enjoy it. It's a little bit on the murdery side. People get so murdered, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good because I'm everyone. Yes, exactly, Cable. Selfishly wanting for everyone to succeed because you are everyone. Sorry. Complete understanding. And you just joined the stream, dude. Yeah, I don't have to even explain it to you. I threatened to take an X to small claims court over airfare once. Bitch better have my money. Yeah, I know, Joy, but how like sucky was that whole experience, right? Having to be that aggressive. And I'm not suggesting be okay with being taken advantage of. It's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is be okay even if you get taken advantage of. So small difference, so small, and yet so powerful. Melty, so much love to you, dude. I miss so much Melt film drama, but I'm gonna see Melt always carry his beautiful love no matter what happens. Dude, it's gonna be the same thing. Oh, one day at a time. There's a lot of stuff happening always for Infinity, right? And then one Infinity from now, we're gonna be like, it was what? Me and my brother said what to one another. Like I remember me and Christian having a conversation again on our mushroom trip. There's like so much like depth, stuff that we're not willing to actually touch on, that we're like, oh well, since we're doing, all of the emotional work, how about this thing? And we were talking about a fight me and him had, like a day of silence between me and him, where I was viscerally angry at him. And I remembered afterwards what the reason was. He told me he wanted me to just be quiet, or like, please stop, or something like that, right? And I took so much offense. I'm like, bruh, you want me to stop? You want me to stop giving you lovin's? I fucking stop giving, like, dead silence all day. Doesn't say anything to him. I've greeted him good morning, but then nothing, stone faced. I fucking sucked. I hated it. I hated all of it the whole day. It sucked so much, right? I don't want to be in that state of being. And we were talking, and we're like, dude, I can't. And in that moment, I couldn't. I can't even remember what I was angry about, right? I legit couldn't even remember what I was angry about, but I've thought about it so much that I remembered. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? What mattered was how it felt. Being angry about something so trivial made me feel worse. Not forgiving him made me feel worse, right? And then there's a level of success that we feel we give another person by forgiving them sometimes, right? Like, for instance, in Joy's analogy, if she forgave this ex of hers for airfare, and I'm imagining this fractal right now, Joy, right? So this is like what I'm going through, and I might be wrong, please do correct me, but I'm seeing boyfriend of Joy's and herself. Well, it doesn't even be a boyfriend. Lover of Joy's and herself goes on plane. Joy pays for both tickets, and they fly to where it is they're going. And then lover assumes, oh, Joy bought my ticket for me because we're in a relationship and that's how it is. And then Joy's like, nah. No, right? No forgiveness in that moment. It's hard to forgive because if you forgave, she won, right? She won or he won that airfare, won that exchange. You know, like our relationships tend to be very transactional these days. And I don't know if that's ideal, right? We've been brain damaged by our money society. Go stop money. Forgiveness. Yeah, dude. They're like, this, it's gonna have to be forgiveness. Like that. That is the unironic joke. Seriously, think about this. And they already talk about like debt forgiveness, and there has been debt forgiven, right? That is gonna be how we save the world. We forgive ourselves of our own stupidity. Be like, yeah, that was so fucking stupid. We gave banks the ability, or governments the ability, to keep printing money, and then a banking system, you know, holds on to it, and then they don't hold on to it, money on the money we give them, and then they charge us for the money that we IOU. No, so much stupidity that we have to forgive. We have to be like, yeah, this was stupid. This was really stupid. Maybe we should stop doing that. And that's hard. It's so hard to do. It's hard for us as individuals to do. So never mind on a societal level. All of us having to come to the same conclusion of forgiving ourselves of our own stupidity. It's good to see. If anyone fucks with you, Mel, let me know. We'll pull, we'll pull up on them. No one messes with my favorite African shaman. I don't want anybody to get hurt, dude. Especially not emotionally, right? Never mind even physically beating on someone. Like, I want people not to be traumatized. Like, I saw this, just to connect this idea I'm having right now. I saw this meme, I don't know, if, a video today on the internet, where a dad gives his son access to the wheel, and the kid rapidly, instantaneously proceeds to crash the car. Not catastrophically, you know, just driving into something. And you can see there's like a moment of like dead silence, where the kid goes, looks at his dad, you know, waits for the trauma, like expects, anticipates, like, this is, I was so stupid, right? And then the dad forgives in that moment, and you can see how that act of forgiveness instantly changes that child's entire life, right? They're like, oh, thank goodness my dad's not an asshole. And yeah, that's what I want, right? Like, sometimes people make mistakes, and we can show them that there's a better way to be approached. I'm hearing some. Oh, the dogs are playing, probably. Oh man, I just realized that when I was napping in the savannah, in the Shavasana pose, I had a dream. Melba's in Kali with Joy and Shell. How sick! Have you visited Shell, Joy? Why not? What's keeping you? Oh, work. Let's go with it, man. It sounds like excuses. So much. Shadow's like, yeah. Shadows, where are you excuses? My brain is getting melted. Stop. Casey, I was talking to a friend, and she mentioned someone's name who I have a reasonable grudge with, and suddenly my heart leapt, and I knew forgiveness isn't fair. Duh. Wow. Yeah. I'm not suggesting at all that it's fair, right? In fact, it feels unfair. It feels like the other person wins. As I was mentioning, it feels like, oh fuck, I forgave, you know, my dad for all of this hard experience I've had. You know, now he's getting away with it. That's unfair. No, it's not fair. It's for you. You do it for yourself, so that you can let go of something. I can hold grudges for decades, even if I tell myself I don't want to. It's a hard fractal when you've been wronged as many times as I. I get it, dude. I get it. What I try to remind myself of, if you're still letting that happen to you, right? That's where the anger for me would arise. If I'm still putting myself in a situation where I'm getting taken advantage of like this, then I would feel like there's reason for anger. Sofa, it's nice having you. Is Sam leaving? Love you, dear Sam. All right, time to get some coffee. Maybe I'll have time to stop into the Sangha. We'll see you on the other side. Love you, Sam. Thank you for spending a moment here. Bro, we're the same, bro. Does the left hand need explain its existence to the right hand? No. I just show up here to high five you, African me. Love you, dude. Thank you for seeing, bro. Understanding the unity. Damn, your schmeckchen this morning. Have you? So much, so it's nice having you. Joy. My chats are reading is extra spicy from my side. That was a joke, though. I love you, friend. I don't think so. I haven't seen spice. Maybe you've deleted comments. I've just been seeing love. Was Joy driving by any chance? Love is true. That's a strong story, Mel. Thanks for sharing. I too had a fight with my spirit brother, but me and him never talked again. He broke my boundaries and showed up with hatred for me. So yeah, forgiveness is a weird fractal for me, to be honest. An area I still need to work a lot on. I feel I've shared the amount I was supposed to. I know it's not easy. I don't think it's ever going to be. I feel it probably will only get harder to forgive things, right? Because we feel we've given so much of ourselves, right? Like we've come to expect nothing but the best because we would like to believe that that is what we're offering. But at the same time, sometimes that is what everybody else is offering as well, their best in that moment. And our best fluctuates from moment to moment. Things do change. Reach out to him. Just tell him that you're thinking about him, Kevo, because you are. That's the thing, right? You are thinking about him. Or thinking about him. And just tell him that. Be like, bro, I know this thing, but also I am thinking about you, and I miss you, and I love you still, and I hope you're well. You don't have to rekindle the friendship. You don't have to, start hanging out with him again because of this boundary that was broken, this hatred that you saw. But you can. You can just reach out and send him some love, give him some presents, right? Even if it doesn't feel that way. Didn't Polska say forgiveness is for the forgiver? I do believe this. So should we forgive and not forget? I can actually believe that. Yeah, I don't think forgetting is helpful, right? But forgiveness is. And forgetting comes inevitably, right? But forgiveness doesn't. You just see what I'm saying? Yeah. Dad, you just. I saw the video too. Yeah, right, Dad. Just goes, it's okay. And the kid smiles and the tension gets released. It was such a beautiful clip. I'm so happy you saw it as well, Keval. That's what we need as humanity right now. We need that, dude. Gosh, that video was so wholesome. I'm so happy to share these fractals with you, friends. Also, I can tell when Melt is feeling his feelings because he doesn't censor curse words. And I should be censoring curse words. Stop cursing always. It's like his power words communicates like a certain scupa. Welcome to Coffee Tech. I'm a host man. I don't know why, but you instantly teleported me to is his name Bozo from Metalocalypse, the cocaine clown. What have you done to me, Sofa? Forgiveness isn't fair. Forgiveness isn't far, but it's also not fair. I love that. Sangha Day today, it is far, not fair, Meld, but yeah. Please tell me how I can join in the Discord on the Yoga Floga tab. There's like a notifications tab, and then there's a Yoga Floga tab. In the Yoga Floga tab, I post links to both the yoga that I do every day and then to the sanghas that I do on Sundays. And you can join. You just press that button and your device will manifest you into a new space. And that space is going to be one filled with us. We usually start the sanghas with like a little bit of grounding, coming into the beingness, going through like a chakra meditation, some normal meditation in silence, 11 minutes. And then from that balanced place, from that place of connectedness in silence, we open it to a conversation. Melt always has been the sixth Spice Girl. Melt Spice, so posh. Stop it. I'm flattering me, dude. Please tell me again, love. Hello, Louisiana. It's nice having you here in the space. It's nice seeing your name. Kevo, click the link that register the slowdown. Click join. There we go. That's true. I do think of him, but I feel people jump over your boundaries even easier if you don't take a strong stance. I don't feel you have, like, I did that. I did that with a friend of mine as well. I'm not going to say his name, but this person I met in high school, he was a senior when I was he was just below senior when I was grade 8, right? So in my mind, he was this cool adult dude, and he had this amazing smell. I'm so sorry that that's the first thing my mind goes to, but that's where it was for me. He wore perfume, the perfume I wear right now, VIP 212, and I begged him the 2 years that we were friends for, pretty much every single day after we would finish our conversations, to tell me what he's wearing. And he'd be like, no, this is my smell. And then when he left school, he actually told me what he was wearing. And I asked my mom to get me a bottle. And I still wear it. It smells amazing. But we kind of like drifted apart. He was doing his thing, I was doing my thing, and then I reached out to him, and we started having conversations again. And there was depth in the conversations we can have, and the relationship me and him have with one another, and this has been communicated, is that he sees me as the Carl Jung fractal, and he's very much the Sigmund Freud fractal. And I'm trying to get him out of it, right? I'm like, bro, come on. Come to the woo-woo side, oh, believe. And he's like, no. And then there was this disrespect, right? This boundary that he crossed, where as I was talking to him and I was replying, he replied to me from this conversation or this question I asked him. He replied to me, oh, I'm only replying to your messages to be polite. All right. Like, from a perspective of, like, he's not actually talking to me because he wants to. He's doing it because that's the polite thing to do, right? Like, because he has to. And then I was like, oh, is it so? Is that so? And then I blocked him on WhatsApp. I was like, okay. I was a little bit petty. This was like a year and a half ago. I probably still do petty things. I'm getting better at it. But I blocked him on WhatsApp. And then he notices my blocking of him on WhatsApp, and then he calls me. And then I block his number as well. I'm like, stomp both links to me. I'm like, angrily. Talk to me only because you feel you need to. Puts it down, right? And I thought about it, and I was thinking about him over and over again, over months. And then I reached out to him. I'm like, hey, dude, I still think about you. I still love you. And then he apologized. He apologized for that kind of response. He thought about it. He thought in depth about what he did, about this boundary that he crossed with me. And he understood the difference. And even though the chat is open again and we can talk to one another, the conversations haven't been as active or at all, since then. But I have dissipated that tension in me, feeling I have been wronged somehow, right? This boundary of mine have been crossed when all I wanted to give is love. See what I'm saying, Kevo? You so got it, dude. You know exactly what I'm saying. It's like, stop looking into my brain. No, I see your brain because it's the same one I have. My name is Dr. Roxo and I took cocaine. There we go. That's it. So much. Okay, well, that's not what happened. I'll send you a screenshot when the link is published. Okay. Words is power. Am I missing something? I feel a little bit. It's true. The link. Don't stop cursing. What the fuck? I love curse words as a poet. They're powerful. That's not what happened. Name is Dr. Roxo. I do cocaine. Stop. Well, stop teasing your friends. Just catching up on chat here. So much love. Googled 212 VIP. Which version, Mel? The silver bottle. The silver one. So, like, I don't know if it's that expensive. Is it expensive? Hey, Google. It's not gonna I think Google is broken right now. Like, it's angry at me for using ChatGPT or something because it just tells me I don't understand. Maybe if I give it something, oh, I think if I give it really simple prompts, it'll work. Like define words. Melt is a smell sexualized. Is a smell sexual confirmed. People are not. Smell is like the biggest thing for me, right? Like I can tolerate pretty much everything else, right? I can tolerate not enjoying what I'm seeing. I can tolerate not hearing something beautiful being said at me. I can tolerate, food that doesn't taste as great as it could potentially. But I cannot tolerate smelling bad things. I feel like it's assaulting. Like straight up, if I smell something bad, I feel like someone could just as well be like face punching. Oh. Like again today, I got so pissed. I got so pissed because there was car fumes in my room. I got unreasonably. I didn't do anything about it, right? I had this like, and I turned the fan on, even though it's cold, to get like airflow, so I can get this horrid smell out of my room. Yeah, smell is important. Melt, look out for the cocaine rhino behind you, dude. I heard about cocaine bear, but cocaine rhino sounds significantly more terrifying. Did you know a rhino is lighter on its feet than you are? Yeah, go and look it up if you don't believe me. A rhino is lighter on its feet. You know how easy it is for it to move than you are. And it moves like I wanted to Google, but it moves like what, half a ton? Like a lot of mass around very easily. When giving it cocaine sounds like a dangerous thing. The 4 Men one, I'm guessing probably the 4 Men one. It's like a silver bottle, at least it used to be. It does smell amazing. Like I'm maybe like buy your son, a bottle of that. That could be like a weird fractal. Suddenly your son has the same scent that I've been wearing for little bit less than a decade. It's like my go-to. I love it so much. You must be a scientist. A scientist with the whole weight distribution thing, but please no. I see what you're saying, bro. Never stop looking into it. But yeah, this friend has done boundary breaking before, and the only one that, and it only got worse. He creates his own idea of me and then wishes to break me. Also, I don't miss who he became at all. I get you. I get you, dude. I do. It sucks, but I also know that, you're not unworthy of another soul brother. You can find more. You have, right? We're a little bit far away right now, but still. I will, Mel. My mother-in-law gave me a generous Sephora gift card for Mother's Day, and I don't know what to get with it. There we go. I'm guessing Sephora is like a place that sells. There we go. Cosmetic. Yeah. I was like, that's the thing my brain assumed. I appreciate you kind of like adding context. So yeah, then they should probably sell that fragrance. I'm pretty sure. How cool. Synchronicity, reached. Never stop looking into my mind. It's what I was trying to say. Okay, it's your superpower. Can be a little bit much sometimes. Because at the same time, it feels like your friends are looking into my mind as well. It like has to be a two-way stream, right? I can't look into your mind without you getting to look into my mind as well. It's like looking into each other's eyes. I can't look into your eyes if you're not looking into my eyes. Isn't that trippy, right? It's tripping me out more than it's supposed to, but yeah. Exactly. You're a soul brother. Everyone here is a soul brother. Gender aside. Soulmates, right? That's the word we've sexualized in this world as well. I believe we all have multiple soulmates. But this monogamy system that we've built ourselves around is also taking away from that. Hey, look who it is. It's John. We're smoking a joint with the intention to uplift. Oh, and it's so nice having you here because I think you'd really resonate with today's stream topic. We're talking about how we can selfishly hope for our friends to succeed, right? Thinking about you, dude, how I selfishly do want you to succeed. And you're like, where's this guy going? Because if you succeed, That means now suddenly I have to do less in order to feel like we're helping each other, right? From this perspective of like me and you, and I know that you're like, again, Keval, talking about soul brothers, dude. John, oh, like John is like watching a version of me who actually decided to put in the effort and do music. Right, you know, like looking at this dude, seeing myself in it so much, and I want this dude to succeed, and he's gonna because he's putting in the effort day after day, he's trying, actually trying, right, to succeed, knowing that that's the only way to, right, hoping that every single one of us is actually trying to do that. I'm gonna add some more warmth to this light. So it's like a little bit more matchy with the sun setting on the side. And I'll switch it back, you know, when the sun is set. Let me actually show you what it looks like. Because it's like, it's gonna be seconds and then it's gone. Exactly. Whatever exists is going to be two-way. This dude created negativity for both of us. I don't want him to do that to me or himself, but he wishes to be negative. And well, I respect free will. Keval, like I'm hearing so many synchronicities between this relationship you're talking about with your soul brother and the relationship I have with mine, you know, the soul brother that I felt I was allowed to meet first. At least when it comes to like willingness to put in the effort, right? And that's Christian. Christian can be negative, can be down, can be cynical, nihilistic, uh, doomer, uh, unwilling to believe unless he gets to see it with his own eyes. You know, so many different fractals. And there is so much love I still have for this dear friend, regardless of this, because that negativity is something that I need to sometimes also experience. It's an essential part to this life we're leading right now, you know. You can't have one without the other sometimes. Didn't we talk about that yesterday, dude? I'm seeing a fractal where you could, you know, at least in part connect. I also believe not all soulmates are romantic in nature. There we go, dude. More synchrony. Normalized platonic soulmates, yes. Oh, can't wait to know John even more. If you want to, go and check out his YouTube channel right now, dude. Covers is pajamas, the same way it's like spelled in his username. He has a YouTube channel as well where he's doing covers of songs in his pajamas. He's a G. Go and check it out, dude. I think you'd love it. The three best girlfriends are my three best girlfriends are absolutely my soulmates. I love them like I love myself. Yes, that's the way it's meant to be. I'm so happy to hear that, Joy. Sexy, well lit, melt. Ooh, the sunshot behind the hills is fire, right? I'm so happy that I could share that moment with you, friends. It's over the hill. Goodbye, dear sun. See you again tomorrow then. Go and warm our friends until we meet again. Let's do this. Sicketh. And then I think it's gonna be a little bit lighter. Add some more white light in there. Yeah, here we go. Now we're less red again. I'm wearing enough red. Thank you very much. I say to the universe. Man, I'm getting cold right now. Sephora does have some Carolina Hera fragrance, but not the 2 and oh, come on! But I can get it on Amazon or Perfume Online Canada. The South African sunsets are so pretty. Thank you for sharing it with me today. Secondly, how to love someone who doesn't love themselves. I feel I'm either doing their choices injustice or I'm degrading my own capacity of love. That's a good question, dude. I'm not here to give you answers necessarily. I'll be a guide. I'll take you through my mind, you know, be like, oh, look at this. Yeah. Wow. How about that? I'm gonna go and get my pico poncho. I'm freezing right now. My fingies are so cold. I'm gonna give you some more sunset. Let's actually swap you to the wide lens. I'll move you out of the way of the stick. This is so skiff. That's better. The OCD in my mind is like, you need to level things. What's wrong with you, you animal? Relax. Okay, well, I find it easy to love someone who doesn't love themselves, but sometimes it has to be from a distance. Yo. Taking that into mind, I'm gonna not create distance intentionally, but because I have to go and get something to ensure that I'm warm. You know, your friends are far away from you right now. But the only way for me to get a little bit warmer is for me to put something on. It's the only way. So, I'm for myself at this point. Selfishly. Selfish energy. Hope is trying to eat me. Are you trying to eat me? Are you monstering? Are you being monsters? Oh, you monster. Oh, you monster. Huh. Ooh. Oh, that's better. It's still kind of cold, but it's definitely better. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. I call my kitties little monsters. They are. They are like, things need to die. Things need to die in order for your cats to continue living, Joy. That's the reality of the situation. That's how it works. That's what they are. You can't change their nature of their being. They cannot. It's what they are. We invite them into our houses. So you have to balance your own needs with theirs. Exactly. Distance is what I have with him. I feel the same about my exes as well. While we had great experiences, and I still wish them the best. The only way to be true to me is to be far from them. Fuck, dude. Yeah, that is like a very beautiful way to kind of sum it up. Life is a trip. I say this. I'll say this though. No matter how crazy it is, I'll always have love at my core. It's the one thing you can kind of rely on, bro. It's the one thing you can be sure of. It's the one thing that is, drum rolling, true. It's the one thing that's true, is love. Your presence in this moment. You wouldn't be present if you weren't loving. I have bugs in my water. Thank you for giving me your presence, bug. I'm gonna give you my presence and save your life. You see that, dude? Yeah. You can see him walking. He's still alive. Ja! Be free, oh. Love you. I did bless my whole bottle, but blessing the cups as well. I call my kitties little monsters. Pashmina Melt is back. Pashmina. I think this is Poncho, technically, right? And this is Cable. I don't know if this is something I'm not supposed to do. I'm trying to look for the tag. You'll just have to take my word on it. It might be on my neck. But this came from India. This came from India. There was an Indian person who made this, all right, or at least had their hands in making this. And then a person in South Africa purchased in bulk these products, took them to a festival, and sold them. Where I decided to utilize the money you friends have given me to purchase this object that I'm wearing, keeping me warm right now. What a trip. Thank you, friends. What's the temp there? Right now, melt. Let me add this thing onto my tablet as well. It's searching. Oh, it's for me. 19 degrees Celsius? That's not cold at all. Your friends are like, this dude is so weak. Feels like 19, it says. Yeah, it's 19 degrees Celsius. Hey Google, can you put 19 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit? It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's not that cold. I know, but there's like a breeze wafting over me, slowly cutting away. I'm 36 degrees Celsius. That's a lot. That's like 17 degrees difference. And it's like taking small slivers of my heat with it. Every slice. And my thingies are far away from my center being. And they're being like, oh, share the Pashmina, dude. I want to see it. Oh, this. Yeah, so this is a gift from Christian. You know, talking about Christian today in stream so much. This is actually a gift from Christian. I have another scarf that has the same colors, but it got so wrecked. It's been getting wrecked. And Christian bought me one that has the same colors. You bought it in Mauritius. It's a dodo bird. Huh? Imagine an extinct animal alive right now in this space, in your mind, right? But there's a breeze. Come to the song, huh? I'll put it out, Cable. Doesn't SA have a big South Asian population? South Africa is pretty diverse. We have big, like I'm guessing, I don't know if South Asian is India, right? I guess that's what you're saying. But yes, we have a lot of Indian people in South Africa as well. I think we have the largest population of Indian people outside of actual India. At least that's the way the statistics look the last time I checked it. That's a great scarf, nice present. I think this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Between six, I think six definitely. That's how many I just counted. 6 definitely, 7 potentially of the scarves I have were gifts from Christian. He's like the scarf giver. He's given me so many of them, and then all of them end up becoming a part of my flowers, which makes me so happy. I feel like it's him, right, hugging me, keeping me safe in these streams as well. Does an essay have a big, true. Great scarf present, very nice. Now let's see Paul Allen's Pashmina. I don't know who Paul Allen is. Should I? Hey Google, who's Paul Allen? Hey Google, who's Paul Allen? Paul Allen is an American business magnate. Paul Allen was an American business major, computer programmer, and researcher, investor, and philanthropist. I'm so confused, Kevo. Like I like how I went to Google, being like, help me understand what's going on, and then I'm more confused afterwards. Or maybe like this. Oh, because he's dead. That's so messed up. Oh, that's so messed up. It's because he's dead now. Now we should put him in a scarf. Oh. I was referencing a movie, American Psycho. It's a great capitalist satire. American Psycho is a worthy watch. Like some people, for some reason, watch it as like inspiration. It's supposed to be watched as, can you believe this is the reality of the situation, not inspiration. Like it should be social commentary. It should be like, holy shit, can you believe this? And people are like, yeah, I can believe it. And they're like, no, 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 stop. Stop believing in it though. You shouldn't believe in it. You should be like, can you believe it? Yeah, I believe it. No, stop. Stop believing. Trust you. Mel, you trust AI too much. No, I don't. Oh, I'm freaking autistic. Oh, I take things literally. Very literally, dude. Part of me, after like reading the words you use, a part of me tried to imagine turning the actual, what's his name again? I'm sorry, dude, I'm forgetting your name. Paul Allen. Turning the actual Paul Allen into a pashmina. Or Paul Allen's pashmina. The pashmina that Paul Allen's would used to wear. Like I cannot unliteral myself, unfortunately, sometimes. Exactly, it's good satire. But people actually buy its bullshit, yeah. That's unfortunately what happens. You know, just like Fight Club, exactly like Fight Club. Christian Bale's American accent is impeccable. It really is. It's so impeccable that I didn't know he wasn't American for the longest time. And then I heard him do an interview and he spoke in his actual voice and I was like, what's he doing? Or, why are you doing this? And then I was like, oh, that's actually how he sounds. In my mind, Christian Bale was 100% American. Let's pull a card. Oh goodness, we have like 10 minutes left before the Sangha. I'm happy that I didn't space out too much. That could have gone right past me. Let's pull a card. We have a Pippi on my lap, adding some warmth. That's very nice. This one. I looked at this one specifically yesterday, feeling a longing to it. So the fact that I pull it today, it's not something you friends would probably resonate with as much, but the Garden of the Lights is a little dragon. I mean, we're talking about monsters, right? About the little monsters that we invite into our homes. And this card for me signifies that kind of energy. Look at that little dragon. Look at how goofy he is. There's like a moon in the background, moonflowers opening up from cactuses. Got some good vibes. Let's read what it means, shall we? Card number 36. Surprises. Did we have any surprises today? I'm surprised that the conversation of hoping for others to succeed ended up very much as a conversation about forgiveness. I'm surprised by the conclusion I made that forgiving someone can feel like losing as a self. That surprised me. Okay. The geometry of this card is a dodecahedron nested within a star tetrahedron. We might say this is a vehicle of heaven, a place to play with magic and delight. Joyfully enter this garden of delights. Take pleasure in the beauty of this gorgeous night-blooming cactus and its large white flowers, commonly called pitaya, moonflower, or the queen of the night. The exotic fruit of this nocturnal delight is known as the dragon fruit. It is sweet, juicy, crisp, and wonderful. What a surprise to find a playful, happy dragon inhabiting the garden. This card suggests that you envision your life as a garden of delights and look forward to surprises. You never know when enchantment, amusement, and revelation will astonish and amaze you. Look for them everywhere. Appreciate and savor the arrival of something unexpected. Laugh with this little dragon and enjoy the awe and wonder he imparts. See surprises as marvelous gifts. That's nice. I feel so out of it right now. You friends too? Certain level of out of it energy happening right now. Card time? Ooh, I felt that card. Gray. I feel gray today. Green. I think it's okay to feel gray. Pippi has her snout completely like, how's that comfortable? Maybe like, I can feel how cold her nose is pushing up against me. Joe Schmo joining us just as it ends. Love you, dude. It's so nice having you here. A Garden of the Lights, very interesting. Bye, Mariah. Love you, friend. We'll see you again soon. What an excellent intro to my day. See your life as a garden of the lights, Joe Schmo. See surprises as marvelous gifts. We love you, dude. Every new day is technically a surprise. Every new day is a surprise that I'm grateful for. Yes, that's the way we want it, right? That's how we succeed. That is how we succeed, to see our surprises. Oh, this new thing, even though it's horrible. Oh, wow. What a surprise. What a gift to be so surprised in this moment. Thank you, dear friends. We're gonna see you again soon. We have a Sangha in like 9 minutes. I love you. Until tomorrow, say bye to the peoples. I'm gonna lean forward and you're gonna not be comfortable for a second. I'm sorry. Bye-bye, friends. Until tomorrow.